One. 12 yards for Boise State down the field. Okay. I've seen something that looks like that. Sire gains there through the air. 3rd down and 1. Boise State looking to convert here. Bulls defense trying to shut them down. First down for Boise State as Gaines gets the first down. They're able to convert on the 3rd down. 2 yards there for Gaines on the ground. Keep voting in the poll chat who you got winning today. Broncos or Bulls? Madsen up through the middle to the tight end Wagner. Gonna bring up 2nd down. 4 yards there for Wagner. Second and 5. Boise State at the 48. On 32 yards already. That's going to be another first down for Boise State. That's going to be Sherrod for 9 yards on the ground. Boise State up to the 39 now. Getting closer to the red zone and getting a score. Bulls defense left a huge gap up the middle there. First down here. Madsen, fake handoff. He backs up. Under pressure, he's going to flush out of the pocket. That's going to be incomplete. Looks like he was looking for Loader again, the tight end. Incomplete pass, second down. You remember me or Jaden? I do. I do, Mahomes. I know it's been a long time since I've seen you guys in my chat. No, they're on the ground for gains, and he's going to lose yardage there. Sorry, that's Dylan Riley. That was Schuler on the defense making the tackle, bringing him back. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Broncos. Dylan Riley couldn't get any yards on that play. How's it going, Mahomes? Life been treating you well? Madsen up the middle. It's caught, but he's hit on the tackle there, and the ball's loose. It's a fumble. And the Bulls recover it. Turnover, Boise State. South Florida with the ball, chat. Schuler picked up the loose ball. Let's see the replay here. Madsen to Sherrod, and he got fucking hit really hard. Loses the ball, and Sherrod picks it up. Turnover, Boise State on their first drive. Got our first turnover, Chad. It's Boise State with a fumble. Chad, how do we feel about Micah Parsons being traded to the Green Bay Packers? Parsons off to Green Bay. Looks like him and Jerry Jones can work out a negotiation agreement. Mac Harris was the one on the tackle there that made that fumble. Boise State turned the ball over 12 times all of last season. First game, they already have one. Byron Brown, who barely played at all last season due to injury. First throw is high. He caught it, though, but it's going to be a loss of yardage there. On a quick screen pass, couldn't get any forward progression. That was a dangerous throw, almost picked off. McCoy almost with a pick six there for the Broncos. Now we're up at 3rd and 11 here for the Broncos, moving very quickly on offense here. With the Broncos, it looks like the Bulls are a little confused on offense here, letting the clock tick down. Play clock at 4, they get the ball off. Byron Brown pressured, he's almost going to get sacked in the pocket, he's going down. That's David Latu from BYU on Boise State getting the sack. That's a 4th down, and Byron Brown couldn't find any daylight on that drive there. First 2 plays were like super quick, happened in a span of like 30 seconds. Linemen broke up all 3 plays. He had no time to throw that ball at all. Bulls gonna have to punt here. Chase Leon, the punter. Sherrod gonna return it. Keep voting in the poll chat who's winning tonight. First Thursday night college games. That's gonna bounce out of bounds around the 25. Maddox Madsen coming back out for the second possession here for Boise State. Broncos looked a little rough on their opening drive there. Some success on the ground, but not much through the air. Broncos lined up here at the 27. Wick to the out left to Brown. And he's going to be tackled immediately. No gain there. Oh, maybe 1. They're going to give him 1 yard. It looks like, I don't think he got over the line of scrimmage there, but they're going to give him 1. That's Brown with the 1 yard. Madsen backing up. Throws it right to Sherrod, and that's going to be incomplete. Looks like they were out of rhythm on that play. Not so much the Bulls' defense. Sherrod was wide open. It looks like him and Madsen just weren't on the same page on that play. 3rd and 9. Long situation here for Boise State. See if the Bulls can get the Broncos off the field again with no score. Like what I'm seeing from South Florida's defense so far this game, but their offense looking really bad there in the opening drive. Madsen backing up, looking to throw right, downfield, almost intercepted. Oh, that was off the fingertips of Lee. Madsen tried to get the ball to Bates downfield. And Lee Jr. almost got the interception there. It went right up in between his hands off the fingertips. Almost had that. That is going to be a 3 and out, though, for Boise State. Good job for the Bulls' defense. They're going to punt it away here. Really good job by South Florida on the defense so far. He's going to call for a safety at the 25. Got a flag down. Let me know what games you guys are excited for this week, too. My team plays Alabama on Saturday. I'm not really looking forward to that, if I'm being honest with everyone. Legal formation on the kicking team. And holding on the receiving team. Penalties are going to offset. Boise State's going to have to punt it again. Another punt. I'm going to try this one again. Porter gets it at the 20, brings it up to the 30, and he's tackled out of bounds at about the 31-2. 11 yards there for Porter. Byron Brown, the offense, going to come back out after this quick little break. They looked really bad on that opening drive. Those front linemen couldn't hold anything. Second offensive possession for the Bulls coming up chat. I'll be right back. What? Hmm. Give it a shot. Are they open? I didn't even mean today. I just.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, shit. USF back on the field. Offense back on the field. Had a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Really quick one. Only lasted a minute 17. Brown, another screen pass. Quick to the right. Gain of 4 there, so he's going to get a few yards. That's a safety in Bettafield making that tackle there. And Rubin. Hand off to Sam Franklin on the ground. He's brought down rather quickly. That was Rip with the tackle. So bring up another 3rd down for the Bulls. Franklin with 1 yard. 3rd and 5. See if the Bulls can convert here. Avoid another 3-and-out. Brown looking to throw. Pressure. He's got to get out quick. He does. Gets an open receiver. And he dives for the 1st down. That's Singleton. Yeah, I think they're either going to give it to him very generously or they're going to say that it's a 4th and 1. I was going to say inches. They're marking it a 4th and 1. They're going for it. Bulls offense stay on the field. That was 4 yards for Singleton, by the way. South Florida lining up. There were 15 of 27 in 4th down conversions last season. They're going to try it here with Brown. That's going to be short. He's not going to get it. He's going to be short. Turnover on downs. Unfortunately, another 3-and-out for the Bulls. Boise State's defense looking strong here in the opening 1st quarter. Bulls with some early struggles here on the 1st game of the season. Trying to get their footing. Really nothing through the air, nothing on the ground game. No gain there for South Florida, and Boise State going to have really good field position here with that turnover. See if they can get themselves up on the board now at the 40. Broncos. Madsen looking to throw deep downfield. He has an open receiver and it's incomplete. That was Chris Marshall he was looking for. He got a hand on it but couldn't bring the ball in. Incomplete. At the South Florida 38. 2nd down. Madsen looking left, looking middle, going up, and he gets an open man. That's Marshall again getting the ball this time, bringing it down for the 1st down for the Boise State. 13 yards up to the 38 now. Sorry, at the 25. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. The 38. At 25. My mistake. Boise State knocking on the door of the red zone. Madsen gonna have to take off with this. The pocket collapses and he's sacked. That sack is gonna go to DJ Harris, and there's gonna be no gain on that play. Gaines getting the carry on the left side. He's going to break 2, 3 tackles and dance his way maybe to a 1st down on the sideline. It is going to be a 1st down. 1, 2, 3. 3 missed tackles for the Bulls defense. They're going to mark him 3rd and 1, actually. 9 yards for gains. This is in the red zone now at the 16. Boise State needs a yard to convert here. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, by the way, to chat. Gonna be 3rd and 1. Madsen, handoff to Sherrod. Think he's gonna get that first down. Well, they're marking it a 4th down. Sherrod, no gain. Madsen and the Boise State offense gonna stay on the field and go for it here. See if the Bulls can hold them. There are 15 of 22 last season. Broncos on 4th down conversions. This is Gaines, and he's going to get it with 1 yard. First down, he just made it, chat. Bulls defense got up celebrating like they stopped him early. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. They're giving Gaines the first down. You got 2 yards there, up to the 14. Madsen looking end zone for Marshall, and that's going to be broken up. Oh no, we're going to have a flag. I think this is going to be pass interference on the defense. Gonna be pass interference on Rucker for South Florida. Automatic first down for Boise State. It's gonna be 1st and goal now. Yeah, Rucker's with a lot of contact on Marshall there. Can't be doing that in the end zone. New fresh set of downs here for the Broncos. They're gonna get on the board before the end of this quarter. They're gonna place them at the 9, I believe. The 6, sorry, my mistake. 4. Okay. Hand off to Gaines, driving up the middle with some help from the lineman being pushed. He's not going to make it into the end zone, though. They're going to put him down at the 1 or the 2. It was a 3-yard gain for 3-yard gain for Gaines. Fuck, that was a tongue twister. With a quick snap, Madsen with the fumbled snap. He's going to run it in, but they're going to stop him down at the goal line. Let's see, Madsen with the fumble. Yeah, bad snap there. He had to pick it up, try to run it in. Got stopped. 3rd and goal. Massive opportunity here for the Bulls. This is 8 plays, 37 yards for the Broncos. And we got a flag on the snap. If that flag never got called, they would have had him early. Bulls defense was ready for that play. Full start by the offense. Rizzo, the tight end, with the early start. Still going to be 3rd and goal for Boise State. This is going to be backed up to the 6 now. Still 3rd and goal. Bulls defense holding strong. See if they can keep it up for one more play, maybe 2 if they go for it. Madsen, quick throw to the left. That's Marshall. He's going to get in for the touchdown. Boise State with the first score of the game. That's Chris Marshall for 5 yards. With a minute 10 remaining in the first quarter, Broncos strike first, chat. And the extra point is good. Broncos up 7-0 over South Florida right now, chat. Marshall getting the first touchdown of the season for the Broncos. South Florida offense got to come back on the field and do something. They've looked quite pitiful, if I'm being quite honest with you, after 2 drives. Not a lot to show for it. Return of Byron Brown missing almost all of last season, putting up numbers just shy of Jaden Daniels in 2023. We back with a minute 10, chat. Time of possession for both teams here. Boise with 10:47, 3 minutes for South Florida. There's a big disparity there as that kickoff is going to bounce into the end zone. They got to get something going, chat. Anything. Saturday at 3:30, Alabama and Florida State. I'm quite nervous about that game. Hopefully it'll be entertaining nonetheless. Seven nothing here, chat. First down for the Bulls. They're gonna keep it on the ground. Not gonna get much. Maybe a yard. That's gonna be Norton with the carry. Second and 9. Bulls offense moves very fast. Brown looking to throw. He's going to be swallowed up in the backfield and sacked. That's the second sack for Boise State today, chat. Yeah, this defensive front is getting to him so fast this whole game so far, bro. The whole game, he's been getting no time to throw the ball. That was bad, man. Fuck, yeah, lost 8 yards there. 3rd and 17 here. Clock counting down in the first quarter. 3rd and very long here for the Bulls. Play clock at 2. 1. He gets it off. Brown gonna throw it downfield. It's caught. No way. That's Nimrod caught at the 50. Chaz Nimrod with the huge reception for South Florida to end the first quarter and finally get them some momentum going on the offense. Nimrod getting the big reception. That's going to be the end of the first quarter, chat. Broncos up 7-0. That's 37 yards downfield. They're going to start at the Boise 45 with the first down when we come back, chat. Going to take a quick break here. Back starting the second quarter, Chad, in the first half here after that 37-yard pass. At the 45 of Boise territory. Brown looking to throw. Very deep downfield on the sidelines. Almost had the receiver. He was looking for Nimrod again, who beat the defender. But he put way too much on that one. That's going to be incomplete. Quick throw to Nimrod again on the outside. Not much there. Give him maybe a gain of 4. It's going to be third down now. And they'll give him 4. 3rd and 6 here. At the 41. Bulls see if they can score. Brown's going to snap and take it. He gets the first down and more. Byron Brown getting a couple good yards there. We got a tiny little scrap there after he kind of got a late hit there, but they're not going to give it the flag. 12-yard run there for Brown. Down to the Boise 29. Brown keeping it on the ground. Converting. Looking to throw up the middle. He's going to have an open receiver in Nimrod. We got a flag down, though. Oh, it's going to be holding on the offense, man. That was a big first down, too. That was a big first down. Yeah, lineman with the hold. 10-yard penalty, going to be 1st and 20 now. That'll go back to the Boise 39. Brown goes up the middle to throw it, but he can't make the reception. Incomplete. That was intended for Christian Neptune. Incomplete. 2nd and 20. With the snap, Brown going to keep. He's going to run up the middle. We got a flag down. He breaks a couple tackles. He's shedding tackles all over the fucking field. And he's going to go in for the touchdown. Chat, holy shit. 39 yards on the ground for Byron Brown. This might come back, though. So many missed tackles on that play. Holding on the offense. No way. That's on Best. Oh my god. The snapper. Let's see how many tackles. 1, 3, 4. I think he broke like 5, 6 tackles on that run there, chat. 10-yard penalty though. It's 2nd and 30 now for South Florida. Oh my god, that was a 39-yard touchdown run for Brown. Now they're back almost up to midfield. Short pass. He's going to get a couple good yards there. That was a decent run. This is going to be 3rd down. This is 3rd and 15 now. 15 yards there. After the catch and run. South Florida close to get, well, kind of close to converting here. That was 15 yards for Isaac. Brown looking for Smith. and he can't find him. Incomplete. That brings up 4th and 15 now. Incomplete pass there for Jaquan Smith. South Florida going to bring the punting team out here. See if they can get at least 3 points off this drive. Should have been a touchdown for the quarterback, but 2 stupid holding calls called on South Florida this drive. 52-yard attempt. This is for Grammaticus. And he gets it! 52-yard field goal for South Florida. And he threads it through the needle. South Florida coming away with 3 points from that drive. 52 yards. Grammatica with the field goal. 12:39 remaining in this first half, chat. South Florida responding to Boise now. Down by 4. Keep voting in the poll who got winning tonight's game. South Florida comes out playing like that, take away those stupid fucking penalties. They could come away with the win. Boise at the 16. And Sherrod is going to lose yards on that run there. Loss of 2 there. Back to the Boise 14. Like I said, South Florida's defense has been playing really well all game. Defense has been doing everything. Their offense has to stop making stupid penalties now. Finally got going through the air, though, on their last drive, though. Here's Madsen under pressure, throwing deep downfield to the right. Looks like he was looking for Marshall. That will be incomplete. Third and 12 coming up here, chat. Madsen, 8 for 13, 51 yards in the touchdown tonight so far. I was expecting like a higher scoring game, but third and 12, Madsen looking to convert here, and it's caught. Gonna be first down. That cat was caught by Latrell Caples. That was right in between him and the defender Banks. That was a very good catch there. That's the definition of like actually throwing it through the needle. 15 yards gain there to Caples. At the 29s. Boise converting on downs. Madsen, hand off to Gaines. And he's not going anywhere. He's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second and 10 here. After the no gain for Gaines. Off the hands of Marshall. He was looking for him on the sides, deep downfield there. Incomplete pass to Chris Marshall. Third down and 10 again for Boise State. If the Bulls can hold them again here. Madsen and the Broncos did convert on the last third down. They're 3 for 6 on third down conversions tonight. They need about 6.5. Madsen to Gaines, and he's going to be stopped quickly by 2 Bulls defenders. Gain of maybe 3 or 4 there. Yep, gains for 4. And Boise State's going to have to punt again, Chad. 10 minutes remaining in the half here. Doyle getting ready to punt. Porter is the returner. Porter is going to call a fair catch right at the 20. Byron Brown, that amazing offense that we were expecting to see, going to come back out onto the field here. He's looking to have another really, really good season for the Bulls. Out of 39, 20, was it 29? I think it was a 29 or 39 yard run touchdown. But it got called back because of the stupid fucking penalty. They're 39. It was a 39 rush touchdown. But it got called back because of the holding call Unfortunate for the Bulls. Got 9:44 remaining in the half, chat. Oh my god. Over there, spelling. That's real monkey. Bulls in the offense on the field. Brown taking it at second down. He's not going to get much there. Byron Brown with no gain on the ground there. 3rd and 8. Under 9 remaining in this half. They were 2 and 3 on converting 3rd downs. Their last drive. See what they can do here. Brown grabbed by 2 defenders. 2, 3, 4. And he's going to be brought down for the sack. Oh, we got flags down, though. Flags down might be for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's going to be on Boise. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. Number 4. Personal foul. That's Banks. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Bulls. Yeah, threw him down to the turf when the whistle was long blown. He did not need to make that tackle. That's second penalty, 20 yards total for Boise State. See what South Florida can do here now. They're at the 30. First down. Byron Brown gonna keep it on the fake handoff. Breaks one tackle, runs up, gonna get the first down on the sideline. Pushed out of bounds. Byron Brown went up against Banks there, who committed the foul against him on the last play. Put his shoulder pad down and put his ass down to the turf. Let's go. That's 10 yards for Brown. Brown up the middle of Singleton. He's going to be brought down at the 20. Huge gain there for USF. Nobody was tackling him. Nobody was tackling him. Holy crap. Singleton, 37 yards, brings him down to the 23. Brown, quick shot to Porter on the outside. Gain of about 2 or 3 there. 37 yards to Keyshawn Singleton. Down to the Boise 23. God damn, that's got to be the biggest play of the game for either team. Brown with 104 yards now, chat. Outdoing Maddox Madsen. 2nd and 6 here. Bulls in the red zone, and we're going to have early flags, sorry. It's going to be a full start on the offense. Left guard committing the foul. Brown with the pass, and he gets hit. That ball is going to be knocked loose. I think Boise State got that. No, they're going to give it to USF. That was Koger with the catch and the fumble. Banks hit him, and he fumbled the ball. See if he was able to regain possession of it, or if it's going to go to Boise State. Oh, they're going to say Koger recovered the fumble, but they're going to review it to see if it was even going to be called a fumble, if he had enough time of possession with it or not. So they're going to review that. But if that stands, Koger's going to be inside the 5 for USF. And it's going to be a 1st and goal. Banks, yeah, forcing that ball loose, and Koger falling back on it, though. Huge break there for USF, and they really have a chance to take the lead here. I couldn't tell if his name was Koger or Kruger, and I didn't want to fucking fuck it up. I love the travel, I just can't afford it. And Piggy. What we could do, guys. Whatever's easier. Potato chicken chunk bowl. Chicken and chunks. Officials just ruled the catch by Koger chat as an incomplete pass. They're saying he was fumbling the ball the whole time. He never really had possession of it. And then Banks hit him. And it came loose. But Koger never really had possession with that ball. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. So that's going to come back. With that fumble recovery, they would have been inside the 5. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 10 still. Yep, couldn't secure it. 6:41 remaining here, chat. At the 24. And Boise State's going to call a timeout. They're down in 10 coming up here for South Florida. I like what I've seen so far from Brown. I wish the lineman could help him out a little bit more, but that defensive front for Boise is really, really fast. Really fast. He's not having a whole lot of time to throw the ball tonight. I don't think they're really going to be looking on their ground game for much tonight unless it's Brown running the ball. They've had very little success, if not any. Two yards rushing total on the ground for USF. So not good. They're going to have to do this through the air today if they want to get this win for sure. 3rd down and 10. Brown looking to throw. Under pressure again. He's going to break out the pocket and run with it. 1st down at the 10. 5 in the for a touchdown. And USF, the Bulls, take the lead here over Boise State. 23 yards on the ground to the house for Byron Brown. South Florida's going to take the lead here late in the first half, chat. 6:34 remaining. 8 plays, 80 yards, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. That scoring drive for the Bulls. Boise State got to get some answers here for Byron Brown on the ground. He had a huge 39 rush earlier that was brought back for the with the flag. Now he does it here for 23 yards. This young man can run, and they got to find an answer for him if they're going to want to come out with this victory. For the Bulls, they're going to have to do it through the air, and if you're going to be keeping it on the ground, it's not going to be any of their running backs doing it. Give it to this kid, Byron Brown. That was a really good run. Bulls are the obvious underdog here in this matchup against a top 25 opponent. With the kickoff, that's going to be a touchback as Sherrod was deep in the end zone. Boise State and the Broncos coming back out on the field. See if they can regain the lead here over USF. Alex Madsen has looked okay tonight. I'd say about 50-50. He's not bad. Hasn't been terrible. Hasn't been great either. This is going to be at the 25 for Boise. And we're going to have an early start there by the defensive front for South Florida. Keep voting in the poll chat who got winning the game tonight. Yep, defense. That's going to be Lee offsides. Boise up to the 30 now. Hand off to Gaines. He's going to break a tackle, get a first down at the 40. Tackled at the 45 here. That's going to be Ward with the tackle. That's going to be Gaines with the gain of 10. Broke 2 tackles on that gain there. 14 yards, sorry, my mistake. 14 yards up to the 44 now. Sire Gaines with 29 yards on the ground. Trying to somewhat replace what they had in Ashton Genty last season. Gaines again on the ground. And he's going to get about 8 or 9 on that carry. Gain of 9. Second down and 1 coming up. Don't see why they won't keep it on the ground again. No need to throw here. In USF territory now at the 47, crossing midfield. It's going to be a handoff to Sherrod. He's going to get the first down right up the middle. Gain of 5. Harris with the tackle. 5 minutes remaining in the opening half here, chat. First down for the Broncos coming up. We got a close game here. Thought there'd be a little bit more score on the board, but both these teams obviously playing their first game, shaking off the jitters. You know how it'd be. Maddox dropping deep backfield, looking for a receiver, and he's going to find one. At the 23, that's going to be Matt Lauder. First down for Boise State in South Florida territory. We got a flag, though. Roughing the passer, that's going to be Lee for South Florida. Second penalty, by him this drive. Madsen to Lauder for 18 yards up to the 24. But with that penalty now, it's going to bring them even closer to the goal. Rucker on the defense there, making the tackle on Lautner. This ball's going to be marked at the 12 now after the penalty, chat. Broncos in the red zone. Madsen gives it to Gaines on the ground. He's going to be stopped immediately. Sorry, that's Sherrod. Malik Sherrod with no gain there. After that 30-yard gain there for the Broncos. See if USF can hold them here. Up ticking down in the opening quarter. Sorry, the opening half. They're going to give Sherrod 1 yard, actually. We got another early start. Both teams pointing at each other. It's going to be a full start on the offense, 5-yard penalty. That's the third penalty for Boise, 25 yards. That'll back them up to the 16 now. 2nd and 14. Yeah, they took Lee off the field for USF. He's causing them too many headaches. That's ridiculous. 2 flags on 1 player in 1 drive. This is Gaines on the ground. He's hit. Fumbled. Recovered by USF. That's picked up. He's running it back to the 35, and he's tackled out of bounds. That's Singleton with the fumble recovery. 2 turnovers for Boise State, chat. South Florida's going to get the ball with 3:10 left. Here they give it to Gaines. Clona making the tackle. Singleton there for the fumble recovery. That's a turnover for each quarter by Boise State here. They committed 12 last year. They already have 2 in this game. Singleton with the fumble recovery and running it downfield, getting some good yardage there for South Florida. In the last 2 seasons, South Florida was 11-1 with multiple takeaways. They have 2 this game. This will bring Brown to the 36. He loses a shoe designed run. He's going to drop, give him 2. Brown losing a cleat there. Getting about 1 yard, 2 yards. And USF elects to keep it on the ground there again, and they're going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That's going to be 3rd and 6. Sorry, maybe a gain of 2, but not much. 3rd and 6 for South Florida after getting the fumble recovery. See what they can do here. Try to put points on the board before halftime. 2 minutes remaining here. And we're going to have a timeout here at the 2-minute warning going into halftime here. And I'm sorry, my mistake. That was a loss of 2 there for Isaac by South Florida. That last play, my mistake. 2 minutes remaining till halftime, chat. Bulls up by 3, trying to take down an AP top 25 opponent. We got halftime soon, chat. And we'll take a quick little break. I'll give you guys some stats. Let's see. That pass from Brown to Sullivan going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Under 2 minutes here till halftime chat. Wyatt Sullivan couldn't bring down the completion. They're going to have to punt it away here. Leon with the punt. Sherrod's going to return it. Leon with the punt. Sherrod going to fair catch it at about the 23. $151 going into halftime here, chat. Oh, I don't know why I'm so fucking tired today. I haven't even done anything at all. What's that fucker? Oh, kitty. That's how you're looking on stream. Yeah. Boise State keeps it on the ground with Malik Sherrod. He's not going to get anything on that run. So we're up 2nd down. He's going to get 1. Oh, maybe they'll give him 2. 2nd and 8. Up to the 25. Madsen looking to the right. Quick throw to the tight end. And he's going to be short of the 1st down, just shy. That's Ben Ford with the reception. Well, they gave him the 1st down. I didn't think it was. Yeah, okay. Prior to the snap, the previous play was snapped for further review, because I don't think he got that. They're saying Ben Ford got 8 yards there for the 1st down, but I don't think he did. I think he's going to be short. Yeah, he's short. They snapped that ball really quick and tried to beat that, but that's not going to be a 1st down. That's going to be like a 3rd and 1 situation. Jaden said hi. Tell him I said what's up. Yeah, I haven't seen him in chat for a long time. I know he's had a wonky work schedule. The last time I talked to him was months ago. God damn, yeah, this should have been real quick. We're still reviewing if there was a first down or not, which it wasn't. Still reviewing the play. Gonna be a 10-second runoff here. See if Boise State's gonna call a timeout. They've already used one. Said he's gonna use my account because he lost his entire Google account and lost every subscription he had. All his YouTubes he watched and shit. Oh damn, that fucking sucks. That sucks. Call is gonna be overturned, so it is gonna be a third down for Boise, 3rd and 1. It's gonna be a. So they're gonna set the clock to 1:15, but with the 10-second runoff, it's gonna be 1:05 now. Boise with 1 yard here to convert. Madsen in center, and he's gonna take it over the goal, over the line to gain. He's gonna get it. I almost said over the goal line. I'm gonna share this with him. Appreciate that, Mahomes. Yeah, that sucks that he lost his whole Google account and everything, because I know Google is connected to a lot of shit. Madsen with time, he throws it. It's caught at the goal, at the line of game, but he's got tackled immediately. That was Harris with the stop at the line of scrimmage. And now Boise's going to call their second timeout. Maybe they'll give him one there. This is going to be 2nd and 9. Madsen looking deep down the middle, and that's going to be Ford with the reception. Ben Ford. Gain of 24 down the middle for Boise. They're on the move here. 30 seconds. Madsen snaps the ball. Drops back. Looking to throw. He's going to have to run out of the pocket here. Throws it to Matt Lauder. And that's going to be incomplete. Bobble it. Didn't have possession. 24 yards to Ben Ford. They lined up quickly and couldn't convert there to Matt Lauder. 30 seconds on the dot remaining in the opening half-year chat. Madsen's 14 for 21, 120 yards with the touchdown. Does not look terrible by any means this game. Madsen looking to throw. He's going to scramble. And he just had to throw that one away out of bounds. Defensive front for South Florida getting at him and the Broncos tonight. But you could also make the same argument with Boise's defensive front. They're getting at Brown real quick. Bro, remember me? Yeah, I do, Jaden. I need a new PFP, lol. Yeah. Yeah, Mahomes was just telling me what's going on with your Google account. movement up front by the Broncos, and we're going to have another flag. This is going to come back. 5-yard penalty. That's another false start for Boise. Flags hurting both teams in this game early on. That's the 4th for 30 yards total now for Boise. South Florida with 6. 3rd and 15 now. At the 46, Madsen gives it out to Gaines real quick. Sorry, that's Sherrod. Gain of 5 for Sherrod through the air. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Broncos. 4th and 10, 20 seconds remaining. Someone hacked into my YouTube account and I was posting crypto vids and I had to delete and reset my passwords. Oh, fuck, eh? Someone hacked into the YouTube account? Oh, posting crypto vids. That's insane, dude. That's crazy. I know people do that on Instagrams, but usually you don't lose your whole Instagram. This is going to be a delay of game call on Boise State. They were going for it on 4th down. Boise going to have to punt it away now at 4th and 15. Oof, momentum going into halftime on the side of South Florida, chat. How's your girlfriend? Girlfriend's doing well, and your animal. My cat's doing good too. He's just hanging out behind me right now, chilling on the couch. Girlfriend's just making dinner right now, like she should be. Kidding. "13 seconds remaining in the half year, chat. South Florida with all 3 timeouts still. Boise with 1. They're up 3 over a top 25 ranked opponent here going into halftime. That punt by Oscar Doyle, by the way, was a touchback, 46-yard punt. How's everything going with you, Jaden? I know you had started that new job the last time we talked. Byron Brown in the offense at the 20. I still do work, don't work tonight. Now, I know you work nights, and I usually stream at nights. We talked about that last. I get it, man. They're going to keep it on the ground for no gain. Bulls cannot run the ball tonight unless it's their quarterback, Byron Brown. Anyone else beside him cannot run at all. And Florida receives the second half kickoff as we go into halftime here, chat. 10-7. Bulls are up over Boise State here. I don't know if anyone really saw this coming. It was Norton with the ball, and we go into halftime here, chat. Give you guys some stats, and then I'm going to take a quick break here. Want to know my hours? I can say them. Yeah, you can if you want. Yeah, what hours are you working? I know they're nights, but I thought you said you were starting like late night till like morning. Anyway, chat, we got a 10-7 ball game. South Florida unranked beating Boise State, who's ranked at the very bottom at 25. Boise for Maddox Masson. So far, he's 15 for 23, 120 yards with the 1 touchdown. Their 2 leading rushers, Sire Gaines, 41 yards. Malik Sherrod with 19, the 2 running backs here to replace Ashton Genty as he's in Oakland, or Vegas, sorry. Leading receivers, Ben Ford. He's got 31 yards through the air, the tight end. Caples with 27. To the side of South Florida, returning quarterback Byron Brown, missing almost all of last season. He's 8 for 14, 105 yards. Does not look bad, really. Through the air in the first half. He's done really well on the ground. The only way the Bulls are going to get any yards on the ground running is with their quarterback in Brown. He's got 9 carries, 23 yards, and the touchdown. The next rusher is Sam Franklin. He's only got 2. Leading receivers, Chaz Nimrod. He's got 41. Boise leads the way total yards with 182 to 128. Madsen again leading the way through the passing game with 120. Boise leading in the passing and rushing game, 62 yards for Boise on the ground, 23 for USF. So both teams not doing really well on the ground. 13 first downs for Boise, 6 for USF. 3 punts to 2. 5 penalties for Boise State for 35 yards, 6 for USF for 52. So both teams struggling with the penalty game tonight. It is the first one of the season, so can't put too much on the players. 2 fumbles lost already, though, for Boise State, forced by USF. No interceptions, and the time of possession isn't greatly off in this one either. So Boise has all the time and the talent to come back and win this one. USF and Byron Brown looking to hold on to the lead here. I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 7 p.m. 7 a.m. Sunday, Tuesday. I'm off Thursdays. That's an interesting schedule. I would not want to work that. Okay, chat, you know what time it is? It's halftime. Go rock a piss, walk your dog, pet your cat, go get something to eat, do whatever it is you got to do. We're going to take a quick little break here. Bulls up by 3 over the Broncos, who are ranked in this first Thursday night college football matchup. I'll be back in a little bit, chat. See you in a little bit. I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be right back, Jane. I just got to go outside and get some air real quick. No biggie. Keep voting in the poll chat. Who you got winning? Broncos, Bulls. Still a lot of football to go. We still got another half. I don't want to work that work schedule. We'll be right back, chat. Can't be eating that. Thoughts on the Parsons trade? Ugh, Jerry Jones can't negotiate shit. That's what I think. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I don't think they were gonna end up trading him. And who the Packers ended up who the Cowboys ended up getting? Oh, I forget his name. Kenny Clark. The Packers got Parsons, 4-year, $188 million contract. And the Cowboys got Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks. I don't think the trade was worth it. I don't think Jerry Jones knows how to negotiate. That's just my 2 cents. Excuse me, kitty. What'd you just say? I get off at 5 a.m. and sometimes 4. That's not terrible. That's not like late in the morning. That's pretty early still. Fuck yourself, Raw, you fucking little fucker. Fucking dick licker. Fucking fart head. Fart. I can say that. I'm allowed to say.
I know, you're allowed to say.
But you haven't fucking heard it. I worked the night shift, that's why. Yeah, I know you worked the night shift, but that's still not a terrible time to get off working a night shift. I used to work nights too, but I'd be off like around the same time, sometimes a little later, sometimes a little earlier. And they really want that movie to do well. Yeah, I don't know if I could go back to working nights. It's not terrible, but I don't know if it's just for me anymore. Wouldn't it be too bad, like working nights, going home, working out, eating a fat breakfast, going to bed? That'd be kind of nice. Work as a cashier for a 24-hour store, but sometimes they get no customers after 4 and close. Okay, well, I used to work as a cashier. I'm now the night manager, kind of technically. That's good, yo. Yeah, even just being a cashier at a 24-hour site, it can't even get that crazy even like before 4. Like how many people are walking in there at 2:30? I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but can't have that many people walking in at fucking 2, 3 in the morning. Even at 1. We got 100% in the poll for the Broncos. They're down by 3. The drunks come a lot at 1 a.m. and they are bad people. Imagine dealing with drunk New Yorkers. I wouldn't. God, I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, I assume drunk New Yorkers are close to the equivalent of Hamilton crackheads. Crackheads. Yeah, that would suck. I wouldn't want to deal with drunk dumbasses at 1 in the morning. You just want to go to bed and you have to deal with this drunk idiot. I have no idea what I'm gonna fucking do. Grab you and toss you off the balcony. No, you didn't. You didn't place it right. Third quarter underway here in Tampa Bay, chat. Bulls up by 3, and they get the ball to start the second half here. Madsen looking pretty good in the first half. So does Byron Brown. Both quarterbacks leading the way for their teams here. Ground game not being much for either. They like to make a deal about everything. I kick them out 70% of the time and tell them to go home and they can't buy stuff. Always motherfuckers in there that can't buy shit. Walk in with no money. It's like, the fuck are you doing here? That's going to be a gain of 7 to start the third quarter for South Florida. That's the Wolf for 7. Brown's going to keep it on the ground. Give him a gain of 3 there. Third down. Bulls offense lines up real quick. They run plays really fast. They've already got the ball snapped off and going. They're keeping it on the ground. That's going to be Norton up the middle for the first down. Injured Bronco on the field here, chat. Two-yard run there for Cartavius Norton. One a.m. is the busiest hour in the night. The cashier is nice and true. I guess 1 a.m. isn't that super late. It's late, but like, nice and we know each other. That's good. How many people are in the store while you're working? I feel like if you're working in like an overnight store and there's only like 2, 3, 4 of you in there, I mean, you could pretty chill, cool work environment if you're all on the same page. He's going to go into the tent for Boise. First down coming up here for the Bulls. Keep voting in the poll chat. You got winning this one. At this point, it could go anywhere. It could go to any team. Fake hand off to Norton. Brown going to hold on to it. He's in trouble here, and he's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1 there for Byron Brown and the Bulls. That defensive front for Boise is very fast. Lining up at 35. Hand off to Norton again. He'll get a couple on the ground. Bulls have had very little success on the ground today. Only 2 really in total. 25 yards total, I think. About 6 or 7 customers a night. Holy fuck. Maybe 8, 9. There's a McDonald's down the street that closes at 11, so they take about most of our business before 11 customers. True. We got a flag on the play here. Right back, chat. Yeah, I do actually.
Oh, is that what you? Oh.
You are a douche. You are a douche.
Hey, gonna go tell chat that you had a crowners?
Shut up. I don't know why the store is there because, believe it or not, there's a 24-hour Wawa not even 5 minutes away. True. Boise State's second and long. Here's DeClona was there on the tackle. As Malik Sherrod lost 2 yards on that play. Second and 12. They're inside the 10, Boise here. Madsen backs up. He's going to be hit and sacked. Singleton and Watson were there on the sack for on Madsen. Third down, Boise State, and now it's going to be another third and long for the Broncos, chat. Way inside the 10. He's going to be dropped back at the 1 here, right on the goal line. Oh, maybe not that deep back, but like at the 3. Third and 17. Sacked by Watson for a loss of 5 there. This is at the Boise 3. South Florida's defense has been really good this game so far. And we're going to have a flag. Delay of game. Half a distance to the goal, still third down, so they're gonna be backed up by 1 more yard, third and 18. Like, I'd rather go to Wawa than a normal, just regular just store, yeah. Wawa. I'd rather go to Wawa. Yeah, it's kind of like here in Canada where there's a Tim's like every minute away from each other. Why is there a Tim's on every corner? Madsen backed up in the end zone looking to throw. Sideline to Marshall. And it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 18, chat. The Bulls hold them to a 4 and out, sorry. What do you mean a Wawa? I don't know what you mean by Wawa. I just think it's a funny. What do you mean by Wawa, Jaden? I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. I know Bucky's, 7-Eleven. Okay, I'd probably go to Wawa then.
He's like, I don't know what it is.
If it's like a 7-Eleven, then I'd probably go there. Never heard of Wawa? It's a popular. Everybody, shut the fuck up. I will look it up right now. I'm looking up what Wawa is. Holy fuck. My girlfriend's like, you don't know what Wawa is? Sorry, I guess you've been to America so many fucking times. Oh, okay. I've seen a Wawa. I just didn't know what the fuck, Yeah, okay. No, now that I see it on Google here, yeah, I've seen the logo. Wawa, yeah, okay. I'd rather go here. Local convenience store homie's pretty cool, though.
Their convenience store. How's that
Like, I got a convenience store, like, 2 minutes away from my... It's like a gas station, too. It's like a whole fucking thing.
That's what I'm also
Well, well, obviously you've never been to Buc-ee's because you're too broke to go to the States. But yeah, Buc-ee's is crazy too. It's huge as fuck.
I know. I lost my virginity at Bucky.
Oh, and there's like another big convenience store chain down there. It's like Reds or it's something. It's like it's got a maroon logo. I've seen. It's fine. I never knew what Wendy's was till I was 7 years old. I also don't live in America, so it's like, how would I know though? Like, Wendy's is international. I'd probably go to the Wawa though. Most like family-owned corner stores are like really cool, but they don't have as good as deals as like the bigger chains. So oh my god, I'm gonna be thinking about this all night now, like other convenience store chains, because I know there's another that sells some cool shit that I used to think was awesome. You're so stupid. Shut
Cool.
I'm looking to work at a bigger store chain for the future. Yeah, probably more room in the company if you're looking to get farther. Only 17 points scored in this game total so far, Chad. I thought it was going to be way higher score. Brown was looking for Nimrod. Looks like they weren't really on the same page there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Brown now 10 for 17, 120 yards. They're going to keep it on the ground again. He bounces off a defender and he's going to be brought down. Franklin, maybe a yard or two there. Past the line of scrimmage. Not much. Banks was there to make the tackle. Another 3rd and long for the Bulls. 3rd and 9. You streaming OSU Texas this Saturday? Maybe. Because Alabama Florida State's at 3:30. So I'm gonna I might. The game will definitely be over by 3:30. I'll see. Brown in the pocket has all day to throw. That's going to be in the air to Franklin. He's going to get a little bit of something there, but not much. Maybe like 4 yards. 4th and 6, 3. Byron Brown not too happy about that drive there for the Broncos. Sorry, that was to Sullivan for 3 yards. My mistake. Sherrod in the backfield here looking to receive the punt. 8.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, chat. Still no score in the second half here. Both defenses have been playing immaculate, shutting the other down. Here we got a fake play. The punter's throwing the ball, and it's caught by Franklin at the 11. Going to the 10. It's a touchdown. Holy shit, chat. No way. The punter with the big arm strength. That's Singleton, 45-yard reception touchdown. Keyshawn Singleton. Hewitt. was the quarterback in that play with the fake punt. Boise never saw it coming, chat. But you're streaming FSU at 3:30, I may be on. Sounds good. That was crazy, chat. Singleton, 45 yards with the fake punt play. So Florida's about to be up by 10, chat, halfway through the third quarter here. No way. And the extra point is good. The USF Bulls are up by 10 over Boise State, chat, who went to the playoffs last season. Hewitt, the backup quarterback, sneaking in on that play, finding Singleton for 45 yards to the house, breaking 2 tackles as well. I don't believe what we just saw there, chat. Bulls up by 10. You're a Boise State fan, you might be sweating a little bit right now. Oh my god, I can't believe we just witnessed that, chat. 45 yards. It's not like he even got tackled and got the touchdown too. Boise might be in trouble here. See if they can respond on their next drive here. Oh. 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 How do you feel about your Giants this season, Jaden? New quarterback in the room? Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, Ole Miss. Guess you got some better quarterbacks in the room than what you've had the last couple years. Fucking Daniel Jones and shit. That was Lachlan Hewlett, chat. He came in as the punter. Nobody on Boise State noticed that it was the quarterback. South Florida's up by 10. Yeah, punt's going to bring us back for a touchback. Madsen. That's going to be Ben Ford on the sideline for a first down. Or they're going to mark him short. Gain of 9 there for Ford. Yeah, Boise with just 54 rushing yards tonight. And off to Gaines. He's going to get the first down there as he gets tripped up. Sorry, that was Riley. Third running back that Boise has used tonight. Dylan Riley. 1 yard run. Last season, Boise was averaging about 240 rushing yards a game in one single game, chat. They have 55 tonight. Madsen looking to throw. Pocket collapses. He's going to have to be flushed out. That ball's batted down. Schuler with the deflection. Looks like he was looking for Riley. That's going to bring up second down. That's the first deflection of the game for either team. Madsen's going to keep it on the ground himself. He's going to run for 5 yards, bring it up to the 40. Third down and 5. Defense looking to hold them yet again. See what South Florida can do, up by 10. Defense has been their star power all night, really, in my opinion. Madsen looking out to the right for Ben Ford. He's going to catch it, but short of the first down. Chenault was there for the tackle. Fourth down here for Boise. I think they're going to go for it. Offense is on the field. It's just 4th and 1. Boise is 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions tonight. See if they can do it again. Second attempt. Madsen looking to throw. They're not going to run. He's throwing. Madsen flushes out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. First down and more. 50, and he's going to slide at the 45. Maddox Madsen keeping that play alive for his team there. Ooh, they could have called Gaines with the hold there, but they didn't. He had a good block after that. Boise State converting here. They're at the 48. Madsen takes the handoff. Has all day to throw. He's going to dump it off short to Gaines. And he'll be brought down by 3 defenders. And we're going to have an injured player for USF down on the field. Under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter here, chat. That was 6 yards from Maddox to Gaines. We'll take a little break, maybe a timeout here to attend to this Bulls player. Any other games you're looking forward to this weekend, chat? I know I got a big one with my Florida State. Got a few going on right now. Ohio and Rutgers. Rutgers leading that game. Bowling Green over Lafayette going into halftime there. NC State over East Carolina. Jacksonville, UCF, Delaware State and Delaware, and Wyoming and Akron. Neither all 0-0. Missouri up over Central Arkansas. Oklahoma State over UT Martin. And Elon and Duke have just begun play. No one has scored there yet. Oh, they're probably playing a game. That's not good. Norfolk State, their first game with head coach Michael Vick. They're down 13-0 to Towson. That's not good, and they're at home too. Gain of 11 from Madsen as he keeps it on the ground. This play is going to be called dead as it gets a snap off. Prior to the snap, first time out for South Florida. Boise at the USF 42. Looking to get into the red zone and close the gap on this game here. Top 25 team losing to an unranked opponent at the moment. This would be a huge victory for the Bulls. Okay, Mimi. Second and long for the Broncos. They're going to keep it on the ground with Gaines. Sorry, that's Sherrod. And he's going to get some good yards there. A gain of 8, it looks like. Gain of 8 or 9. Maddox throws. It's caught. The ball's knocked loose, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. That was intended for Wagner. 4th and 2. In the second half, Boise is 0 for 3 on third down conversions. That was Gaskin that delivered the hit there to Wagner, knocking that ball loose, making the incompletion a success. 4th and 2. The Broncos are 2 and 2 tonight on fourth down conversions. See if they can get it here. Knocking on the door of the red zone as they're at the 23. Madsen looking for Gaines, and he threw it behind him. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Boise. Their offense has been not connecting all this half. The third quarter, the Broncos have looked horrendous on offense, chat. Brown with a deep throw downfield. It's caught. Oh my God. Bro. "55 yards to Nimrod. Byron Brown and the Bulls moving downfield quickly. Brown's going to keep it on the ground himself. Dancing up the sideline. Nobody's tackling him. He's going to get the touchdown. Oh my God. 45 yards from Brown to Nimrod, and then he rushes in 15 yards for the touchdown. Boise's going to lose this game. I'm back. I need to take a shower. Jaden, you're missing a game. Holy shit. A minute 44, chat. After a 55-yard pass to Nimrod, he rushes it in for 15 yards to himself. 3 plays, 77 yards, a minute of total possession. And the extra field goal is good. Byron Brown showing everyone what he can do after missing almost all of last season with an injury. Putting up numbers here. That's his second rushing touchdown of the game. The throw to Nimrod was perfect as he was able to beat the defender 55 yards. And then Nimrod taking off himself. Beating a defender, beating two defenders. Trying to push him out of bounds, and he barely tapped him. Holy fuck. 24-7 is our score, chat. I don't think anyone saw this coming out of the Boise State Broncos. They're gonna lose this game. There's no way, bro. 178 yards for Brown. We do have an injured Bulls player on the field, though, it looks like, after that punt. After the extra point, sorry, not punt. A 15-yard touchdown run for the quarterback. And the field goal by Grammatica is good. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get dinner. Oh, okay, okay. Let's grab my dinner, chat. On that 3rd and 8, Watson was there. Sorry, Gaskin for the incomplete pass to Latrell Caples. 4th and 8. Madsen and the Broncos are staying on the field. They're going for it. They're 2-3 tonight on 4th down conversions. They're 4-8. They have to get to the line to gain here at the 50. They're going to have to call a timeout here. Looks like there's some confusion on the side of the Broncos on the field. Gonna bring up 4th and 8 still. Sorry, that last pass was to Matt Lautner. $40 in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos have done nothing. Looking to get some momentum going into the 4th here. Offense is staying out. 4th and 8 with 40 seconds to go, chat. Boise, Madsen throwing to the right. And it's almost picked off. Oh my God, it was almost intercepted. That was close. Incompletion, a turnover on downs again for Boise State. They started 2-2 on 4th down conversion. Since then, they're 0-2. That was Rucker who almost got that interception. It went right through his hands. He would have had that. Thanks, Mimi. Norton keeping it on the ground, gaining maybe 3 there. 2nd and 7. 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd, chat. South Florida in full control of this game. Their defense has been leading the way. And their special teams with that trick play. South Florida's just going to sit with the ball going into the 4th quarter. They're not going to call a play here as they had the time. And after the end of 3, South Florida is still up over Boise State 24-7. They put 2 scores on them, chat. South Florida dropping 14 in the 3rd quarter. Boise State with nothing. All the Bulls in control as they look to take down a top 25 AP opponent. Can they do it, chat? Keep voting in the poll. Who's going to win? is a DWI. Put that up, my piggy.
Staring at me like.
Okay. Oh. Guys, my girlfriend's being a fucking clog schnobler. Oh, when you get on the bus and it's full of retards. Why? It's not wrong. Oh my god, people find everything. It'd be like, bro, the short bus is waiting. Rice tastes a little weird. It does!
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it taste a little ashy and dry?
What?
Ashy and dry.
Get trolling. You're doing this.
I'm not trolling, it does taste a little.
It's basmati rice. What do you fucking expect?
I don't know, it just tastes a little dry.
Sticky rice either. Like, what do you want?
Did you put butter in it? Don't get upset me. I think it... No, I'm not.
Basmati rice is always dry. I don't know what you're expecting.
It just tastes different.
Listen.
I do not. No, you're gonna tell me how I taste something.
Fine every single other time.
Yeah, and you can make burgers fine every other time too, and it can still come out like shit the other time. Okay, I won't. Okay. Okay. Alright. South Florida with another touchdown chat. Got a flag down for unsportsmanlike conduct on Boise State after the touchdown. That one's going to belong to Norton. As the Bulls keep it on the ground. (31-7) shot. Boise State's defense has no answer for South Florida right now. Another big touchdown. 8-yard touchdown run for Curtavious Norton. In Grammatico with the extra point. USF making a statement here against Boise State. Nation's going to be put on notice after tonight. I guarantee that. There's no way you see what this kid's doing. Brown with 180 over Madsen, 154. Each got a touchdown. 2 for Brown, I guess you could say, on the ground. Norton's got one now. South Florida has scored in every quarter except for the first. Broncos looking defeated out there already. Madsen's starting to drop back now. 19 for 33. 13 for 20 is Brown. Both teams still not doing too great on the ground game. 91 for Boise. 76 now for South Florida. You had the Lachlan Hewlett fake punt pass for the touchdown earlier. South Florida leads the way now in the passing game with 225 with that 45 from Hewlett. Total yards also belong to South Florida as well with 301 shot. I don't think anyone expected these numbers tonight. Definitely not this score. I didn't. I took Boise to win, but I thought it was going to be a close game. I didn't think South Florida was going to lose that bad. I didn't think they were going to win by this much either. This is a fucking beatdown. South Florida might be one of those teams to watch this season. Creatine gummies are a scam. You're fraud. Yeah, they're tired. They were just showing some linemen for Boise, barely getting into their 3 stance position. They're gassed, yo. They're tired here tonight. South Florida gonna come away with a massive victory here over a ranked opponent. Missouri. football all night, chat, and tomorrow, and Saturday, and Sunday. 4 days in a row of action. Madsen through the middle. Can't find the receiver. Fuck, man. Dude.
I wanna
Act like it's
Oh, but my memory doesn't last long.
no, because
No, I started it. What?
I just know the rest of the season, the rest of season 4 is just kind of like.
Mimi's will be like, man, when I start a show, and then I'll be watching it halfway, and then Mimi's gets interested somehow, starts watching it with me, and then you're uninterested. Then I have to stop watching it. No, keep watching that. What happened?
I just sometimes maybe just like, you want to put this on. I look at you. It's like I'm gonna pass out in the next 5 minutes. Like I can't keep my eyes open. You always want to lie down. If I sit up like normal, I can stay up. But you're like, no, like, lie down.
Toddler.
No, no, are you fucking 2 years old?
Are you 2 years old?
You have to lie down all the fucking time. You don't just sit up.
You
You can just sit up like normal.
No.
Just lie down on my lap. What do you have to?
Fine, I will.
No, you won't. Just fucking go over and lie down with you. Excuse me. 4th down again for Boise State as Madsen kept that with the run. He's going to be brought down. It's going to be 4th and 6 now for the Broncos. They are close to the red zone. Well, they are inside the red zone. Sorry, my mistake. After that 4-yard run, they're at the 13 now. 4th and 5. They're going to go for it here. Boise's got nothing to lose. They're at the 12-yard line. Inside the red zone here. Knocking on the door for a touchdown. And what the fuck? Madsen just dropped the ball when he... Oh my god. Turnover. That's going to be USF ball. That's the 3rd turnover for Boise. None for South Florida. Yeah, Madsen just straight up dropped the ball. Nobody hit him. Nothing happened. There was no pressure. He just dropped it. When he swung his arm back to throw, he just lost control of it and dropped it. Another fumble recovery for the USF defense. That's Singleton. 10:34 remaining. 31-7 chat. South Florida's more than likely going to come away with the victory here. Boise State looking like a shell of them former selves from what they did last year, making it all the way to the playoff. If USF is a team we'll be talking about this year, the underdog sneaking their way into the top 12. We'll see, chat. We'll see. We'll see. It is possible.
Frustrating.
It's frustrating.
Yes, it is.
Yes, your plants are leading away from you because they hate you. You are black. It might be racism. Dip from Daisy. I dip my dick in Daisy. Yeah. Boom, boom. Um, 9 minutes. Okay. Eat your Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep it. Another turnover on downs for the Broncos, chat. It was a 4th and 3, and they went to pass it. They are 0-4 on 4th down conversions since starting 2-2. Indebted. Proof is in the pudding. Sure. My partner wants sex, and I'm gonna withhold it from them. They were looking at other people. So instead of giving it to them more, I'm gonna hold it from them. Smart way to go about it. Fucking I may have to work longer now because the other manager quit. Yeah, my mistake, y'all are fucking. South Florida's gonna come away with the victory, chat. First win against a ranked opponent since 2011. South Florida Bulls put on a huge upset over Boise State. Thursday night college football is back, chat. Byron Brown putting the team on his back, getting this victory tonight over Boise State. A huge victory for the Bulls. A bad, embarrassing loss here for the Boise State Broncos, who couldn't really get much going tonight. Maddox Madsen ending the game 25 of 44 for 223 yards with the 1 touchdown. Their leading rusher, Sire, gains 44 yards, in their backup, Maddox Madsen. Malik Sherrod with only 28. Their leading receiver, Latrell Caples with 58. Ben Ford, the tight end, with 44. Over to the winning team, South Florida, Byron Brown, 210 yards. He went 16 for 24, looking really good tonight after missing last season to an injury. Their leading rusher, Alvin Isaac, 3 carries, 52 yards. Brown himself got 43 yards on the ground. 2 receivers in the 90s for USF chat. Chaz Nimrod with 96 and Keyshawn Singleton with 93. Both teams look like they kind of had some trouble on the ground. 116 to 117. So USF besting Boise there by 1. 370 yards to 372. USF besting Boise there by 2 in total yardage. And passing yards, 255 for Byron Brown, 254 for Maddox Madsen, 116 rushing to 117. All 3 of those stats off by 1 or 2 yards. 24 first downs to 14, 83 total plays to 53. USF only ran 53 total plays, but they had that huge special teams touchdown as well on the trick play. 8 penalties for Boise, 57 yards. 7 for USF, also 57 yards that each team lost. 3 fumbles lost on Boise State, none for USF. No teams with an interception, and the time of possession was 11 minutes greater. Boise State over USF. But their offense did not look great tonight. The story really to me is the Byron Brown comeback and USF's defense playing spectacularly, icing Boise State to only 7 points in the first quarter. After the first quarter, zip. So a really, really big, impressive win today for the South Florida Bulls. That's going to give them the first victory of the season. Boise State will most likely drop out of the rankings now with this loss. Anyways, that's going to be all from me tonight, chat. I appreciate you all joining, liking, subbing. If you did any of that, thank you very much. I will catch you all on tomorrow's stream. I'm going to be live for Illinois against Northern Illinois. So keep tuned for that matchup. Could have another big upset in that game potentially. So make sure you tune in. I think that's around 7, 8 o'clock. But anyway, you guys have a safe and happy night. Thank you for joining, and I will catch you all on tomorrow's stream. Peace out, chat. Y'all have a good night.